So here we are, face to face with the consequences of my behavior. I feel like a high school kid's again, being told of in the headmaster's room, but now with style. And that's the problem. That is exactly the problem. With style, with fashion. Oh my god, where do I start? This month I spent $1 million on clothes and accessories. In this economy, and I thought it was okay. You know, at first I didn't know that I was spending that much, to be frank. At first I allowed myself to treat myself, and the limit was 500,000 rupees. But then I checked my receipts, all of my receipts, almost $1 million. So that is crazy. That is incredibly crazy. Hey, Pupui. And yeah, I don't know what else to say except that I am guilty as charged. But you know, it just doesn't add up to me. $1 million. Some of the pieces that I bought is very, very cheap. But I bought plenty of them, though. Hey! What, you want to get out? Come. Do you want to get out or? Oh. Exactly. What? Get away. Great. So again, yeah. I don't know how I did all that in just a week, by the way. I spent $1 million in a week. I would say that it was my coping mechanism. Let's just say that some things happen in your life and you feel like shit, but then you decided to, you know, treat yourself a little something for going through all this horrible stuff. And then next thing you know, you just get so used to the feeling, the highs. I feel like I'm in a very, very fragile state, especially because I quit shoplifting. I think I've always known that I have always been an adrenaline junkie, but now I don't have my source. I'm not seeing anyone special. I don't shoplift anymore. It's been a while since I perform. What else? My life has been pretty obnoxiously boring. I've been working on my album and my study. The album bits could be very, very fulfilling, but at the moment I don't think so, because I'm just, I don't know, I became so not motivated because I feel like I could easily just finish the album right at the tip of my finger if I wanted, and I feel like I don't want it to be easy. So instead I procrastinate and fell into a shopping addiction. So it's really this whole drama is very, very confusing for me. I really wish, I don't know, something exciting happens and pull me out of this shithole. I can't do this anymore. But you know what? It's the good thing. I have picked up the habit of writing again. I started writing like an essay, a short essay. And I talked about, yesterday I released my first essay, and I talked about how to know, I forgot the title, but how do you know when you get your shit together, something like that. And I talk about like the factors of what the society usually impose on us, and all this checklist about being perfect and getting your shit together. And it's very exhausting and everything, but yeah, that's what I wrote, since I found out that the guy that I used to see is seeing another person. And I feel like everybody that I used to had a fling with or used to be with, at this point, they figured their life out. Yeah, they figured their shit out. So I wrote an article about it, how to know. I remember the title now. The title is, what does it mean to truly get your shit together? That is the title. Because everybody get their shit together, except me. And I'm starting to think that maybe I am getting tired of being the ambitious and passionate musician girlfriend. Maybe I feel tired of always putting myself first, because I keep losing people off of it. And everybody that I lost, they moved on. And I keep prioritizing myself and prioritizing my life and my ambition. And where does it lead me? Lead me to be truly alone with shopping addiction. So the bottom line is, life is very miserable right now. And I sort of like answered all that melodrama on my latest essay. I know the answer, but I still feel it here. And I feel like I'm trying to direct my ways of coping all of this life bullshit into writing. And I've been writing more and more articles waiting to be released. In fact, I'm working on a fashion article. It is so out of nowhere, me writing a fashion article. I could never think of that, never in a million years. But I think you have to be very, very careful for what you wished for. Because I remember about like 4 months ago, I keep saying this exact line about how I don't have anything that I'm really, really good at outside of music. I don't have anything that I could picture myself be doing. And then recently, just very recently, I have taken an interest in fashion in the most obsessed way. It's not just about wanting to dress good. I literally find myself staying awake till 6 a.m. in the morning reading about Versace collection from the 90s. You know what I'm trying to say here? Like, what the fuck is going on with my brain? And why do I want to know so much about fashion now? Beyond wanting to look good. Like, so yeah, I like researching more about fashion and finding out more about it. And I feel like if there's anything that I could do outside of music, it's gonna be fashion. And I'm not talking about being like a model or like, I don't know, a fashion influencer, no. But more of like a Carrie Bradshaw, a fashion journalist. I feel like I'm really, really comfortable writing about fashion and blend it with a hint of psychological aspects of things. I love writing in that, and I'm currently trying to feature a very fashionable friend of mine for my upcoming article. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna, do this on the side. I feel like this could be something that I could really, really like outside of music. So, welcome to your early 20s, Z. Or maybe basically by the time you watch this, you probably already got yourself figured or have your life figured. Or maybe not. It's also okay, by the way. I understand the confusion because I'm going through it right now. And I feel like this type of confusion, it doesn't have any guaranteed of when it's due or when it's gonna stop or when it's gonna end or how it's gonna end. I could still picture myself being this confused when I'm 30, and I guess that's fine. So at the end of the day, keep doing something. Channel that energy and all the melodramatic feelings into creating, because I always know you. I always know myself. Ever since I was a kid, I have always have that urge to create anything that I could, anything that my heart likes. And maybe for now, besides music, I also love to put up some outfit. I love to write an article. I love to find pieces, vintage collection, and delving into many fashion stuff. But other than that, it's a good life at the end of the day. At least for now, I still have one friend beside me. So I wouldn't necessarily call this a downfall era, even though it feels like it is. I would say that this is a gray phase of my life. I feel like I'm entering a new consciousness. And as cheap as it sounds, like it's fashion consciousness, but it played a very big role in my life because it goes all like a long way thoroughly with psychology. There's this phenomenon called enclosed cognitive, where when you dress a certain way, you're gonna become what you dressed up to be. And I sort of like believe that in a way, and I've only been aware of that because through my whole life I've never really put the effort to actually dress myself in a certain way. And I feel like this is the time that I'm dressing myself to be my best self. So it's not about affirmation, it's actually something that is actually happening in your head psychologically. So yeah, that could be a perfect excuse to keep spending and buying for me for now. Eventually I'm gonna stop with scavenger hunt, or maybe not if I keep getting rich. But maybe for now I think I'm gonna put a pause on this because I already spent $1 million. I think that's enough. And yeah, I feel like I already have a lot of clothing that I could fiddle with for a year. Like, there's so many things that I'm very, very grateful about, especially my jeans collection. It's really, really chic. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Take care, Z. Or maybe if this is my kids watching, hello kids, this is mama struggling for her life. Yeah, if you kids are currently going through a similar confusing phase of life, know that you'll get over it, or maybe you're not gonna, but either way, make sure you dress good in it throughout every occasion and every misfortune. Dress good for the occasion, okay? Don't look like a homeless, because it's not gonna make things better. It's only gonna make things worse, I can guarantee that. So bye-bye. Fist bump.